Okay, here's the vibes. Is this on? I'm literally sweating right now. Like, I'm hot. I think so. Oh, is that gonna explode? I'm scared. I literally just dropped this. So is that gonna be a horrible idea to open it? I guess we'll find out. Hold on. Oh no, please don't. Please don't explode. Oh, okay, it didn't explode, but it definitely fizzed up. Every time I do these type of videos, I don't know why I get nervous. Like, it's just you guys. It's nothing crazy. All right, so hey, y'all. Wait, that's not my thing. What is it? All right, so hey, scouts, welcome back to my channel. So today, by the title, we're doing another podcast style video. I haven't done one of these in like, I think over a month, which I actually love doing them. I feel like it's like a good way to kind of switch up the videos. You guys get a little insight on me and my life and just the tea and all that. So we are going to jump into it. I asked you guys on my Instagram, if you don't follow me, it is Brooke Alicia. I will leave it here on the screen. Obviously you're watching this because this is the only form of platform I have that for all this, you guys know what I mean. Okay, so a lot of these are like the same, which is like the dating questions. So I'm like, do I get right into that? You guys always ask me, but I think it's so, I love also talking about it because like for me it's like the ones that get it, and the ones that don't. Like, I do get hate for that, but it's okay. Okay, so the first one we have here is, why did you start doing YouTube? By the way, I love your videos. Oh my god, I love you. Thank you. I've always been a YouTube girly. I grew up on YouTube, guys. Like, I was on YouTube as soon as they started, and I've always loved it. I loved like creating videos and just kind of like being able, I don't know, for me, I was always introverted, so YouTube was always, it made sense to me, but also I loved watching it. I started off watching it. I also made videos when I was like 9. We're not going to talk about it. Like when it first started, I don't even know how old was I. Maybe like 7, 8, or 9. Yeah, I'm like, I was one of those ages. But yeah, I always loved YouTube. I actually got into YouTube, like my first, like the first person I watched on YouTube was Nicole Guerrero, which is crazy to say because like full circle moment, I actually ended up DMing her like a few months ago and she followed me on Instagram, which is crazy because guys, I grew up watching her. Like, she was literally my inspiration growing up. She helped me like get through like bullying and stuff, like when I was in school and stuff, and watching her videos was an actual escape to me. So for me, like her following me, I literally started crying. Like, it was like so surreal. Like, it's one of those crazy things. And yeah, that's kind of how I started getting into YouTube though, was like I would watch her videos and like, you know, the OG like YouTubers like Saray, like Crazy Ray Ray, and like RCL Beauty and all of that. Like, I was like in Carly Bible, like those were my girls, Jaclyn Hill. Like, I was an OG beauty guru watcher. I loved watching them. And then I was kind of like, I'm gonna do my own videos. I did my own videos on another channel when I was younger. I deleted that. I deleted all of them. I kind of wish I privated them, but I deleted them because I was so embarrassed because people found out. And then when I was 17, I think 16, 17, I remade this account, which obviously I've stuck with, which I'm so happy about because I would not be here without you guys. And if I didn't start doing the videos that I do, so it's really crazy. I don't know. It's crazy how life works. I'm so grateful and I love all of you guys. But yeah, that's why I started YouTube was just because I loved it. Like, I loved it and I wanted to have something that was mine. I liked creating things. And for me, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I was inside a lot. So this was perfect for me. I didn't have to talk. I was talking to myself on these cameras and then I was uploading videos. So it just kind of made sense for someone who didn't have friends. Like, for me, it made sense. I was like, okay, I don't go out. I don't have friends. I literally talk to myself all the time anyway. So why not make videos, right? I don't know. So now I talk to myself for a living, but then I have you guys to like respond to me. So I feel like I'm not just talking to myself, even though in reality I am. But then you guys know what I mean, right? High school experience. High school wasn't great. Freshman year, I was in Texas. It was my first year there. I was so nervous. I didn't know anyone. I also started like, I think like a few weeks later after the actual school year started. So it was like very obvious that I was new. Like, it was obvious already, but this made it even more obvious. So ninth grade wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. I got bullied, which wasn't fun. Yeah, I also was trying to like figure out my friend group, especially being the new kid. It's like everyone knew each other from like before, and I was just like I was being thrown in the middle and I didn't know who like my crowd was, and then people were talking about me, and it was just not it, and the other people didn't. It was such a mess. Like, I got into a lot of drama, and people just didn't like me, and there was a lot of like issues. There was just a lot of drama. So ninth grade wasn't great. And then I came back to Canada for for the rest of the, like, obviously for the rest, I'm here now. So from then to now. And again, I had a horrible middle school experience. I went to school here. Like, I got bullied a lot in middle school. So everyone that I went to middle school with, I went to high school with, which was not amazing. It wasn't great. I didn't love it. I hated it. So, and I also like gained a whole bunch of weight. So I was like, obviously you still be like your little kid, like tubby, like chubby, like teen years, whatever. So I had that in 10th grade. And so I was still getting made fun of, which was not fun. And I never had friends here anyway, like growing up. So it was already a struggle for me in like going into high school and being like dropped in after like basically being away for a year. So it was just like not the vibes. And so again, I was always trying to figure out like my crowd. I didn't really know who I vibed with. I just didn't fit in. I also was like, guys, it was just really hard. Like, I grew up in, if you don't know, like, I live in Calgary, and it's a very like white prominent, like, it used to be more like when I was growing up. So for me, I was like one of like the very few colored kids in school. So it was just kind of like I didn't fit in. Like, that's just how it was. So middle school and high school was not fun for me. High school wasn't too bad. I kind of just 10th and 11th grade wasn't great, but that's okay. I feel like this is I'm so bad at telling stories. If you guys don't know, I have a brother, and he is like a year older than me. So we're very, very close in age, but he was really popular in school throughout like middle school and high school and all that. And I was like the weird loner sister, weird kid. Like, I was just not the vibe. Like, and everyone knew me as like Braxton's little sister. So I just didn't have a lot of friends. Everyone just knew me as his sister, but like I still got bullied. Tell me how? I don't know. But so yeah, I was always known as like his little sister. But then 12th grade, obviously he wasn't in school with me anymore because he had graduated. But yeah, I was finally able to kind of just be myself and not live in his shadow as like his little sister. Obviously, like, then it bothered me more. Now I don't care. Now I'm like very like proud to be like his sister. And like before, it was just kind of like when you're trying to figure out yourself as like a teenager and then you're being labeled as so-and-so's little sister, it makes it really hard to kind of like be your own person in a way. I feel like younger siblings get this. It's just like a younger sibling canon effect. But yeah, it was really hard to just kind of be my own person. So finally in 12th grade, I was kind of like, I had this glow up. I'm like, okay, my brother's not here to like patrol me anymore. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna like go off. So 12th grade was good for the most part. I still at times felt like I didn't fit in, but I was a lot more social, and I definitely got out of my like little scared bubble, and I got to meet more people. And so that was like the only year that I actually enjoyed out of school. Okay, the next one is making new friends and navigating friendships in your 20s as an introvert. Oh my god, I struggled with this so much. I would say I haven't really like my early 20s, I'm so old. I'm not. I'm literally only 25, but I'm going to be 26 in 2 months. But my early 20s, I was so introverted. I had lost all my friends. I was very lonely. I didn't do anything. I honestly only recently started like going out and like getting friends kind of in the past 3 years, I want to say. Yeah, I struggled so much with like making friends and all that. In high school, like obviously in high school, like the friends that you make are like people that you see every day. So it's kind of like, I always say it's like you're forced to be friends, even though you're not, but like you see each other every day. It's just easy. Like you're like when you're in your 20s, you actually have to make the effort to like maintain these friendships. And I feel like people forget that, like when you're in your 20s, like, okay, you don't just see them every day. You actually have to make plans and like, you know, fit each other's schedules. And like we have our own lives, and it's hard to like navigate that from like high school to like your 20s. So obviously, like, I feel like you either like maintain your friendships from high school into your 20s, or you lose them. I lost them. I just outgrew them, and I realized that they weren't really my people. Again, you see people every day in high school, so you think that you have so much in common because you have classes together. Like you're seeing each other every day. But then when you actually like get older and then you have your own hobbies and you go to school and you get jobs and stuff, you realize that you don't really have like anything in common with these people, and like that's okay. It's okay to outgrow people. I feel like people think it's like not okay to do that, but we all grow and evolve, and like people either grow and evolve with you or like separately, and it's okay to like lose those people in your life. But yeah, I struggled with like keeping my friends from high school into my 20s. Again, we just didn't like, we just, our values didn't align. I would say from like 18 to like 22, I didn't really have friends. Like I had like coworkers and like people I went to school with that I would see like in like uni and stuff, but I didn't really have friends that I like hung out with. And if I did, it was just like not, it was very toxic, and they were just like, it was just not it. And I feel like, again, when you're like in your 20s, it's one of those things, you're like kind of testing the waters with friendships and seeing who fits into your life and who doesn't. And it's trial and error. Your 20s are trial and error, whether that's like relationships with friends or like with a partner, like whatever. So I honestly struggled, and I never had friends growing up either. I struggled with that. I just feel like I never fit in, and so I was alone a lot of the time, which I think it's not a bad thing also, but I feel like you also need to be able to socialize with people. But being on my own also taught me like more about myself. Like I learned more about myself and like what I need in a friendship and all of that. I honestly, for me, what helped is I actually just put myself out there, and I actually forced myself to like make friends and like go out. Like my brother would take me out and he would be like, let's go. So I would actually be forced to like socialize, because I couldn't just stand in a corner, guys. Like that's not healthy. I used to do that. It's not good. Do not do that. Like you need to socialize. You need to, like, I realize like I'm always like, I'm so introverted. Like but I'm like an introvert extrovert. Like I love talking to people and meeting new people now, which I never thought I would say. But I feel like also you feel such a pressure when you're younger to like want to fit in, and like you want people to like you and like all this. But when you get older, it's kind of like, okay, if I vibe with you, I vibe with you, and we're friends. But like I'm not putting pressure on it to like have people like me, because at the end of the day, not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. So I feel like that's like a really big thing. But yeah, for me, I was a big introvert. And I feel like the way an introvert makes new friends is like they meet an extroverted friend and like they force them to like go out, which is exactly what happened to me. Like my best friend, Caitlin, like she forced me to like hang out with her friends, which I love her for. But it also like helped me just like kind of, you know, meet new people and not be like super afraid. Of course, I still have social anxiety, guys. Like I have my moments when I'm in like a group and a room full of people that I like know but like don't really know, and I feel like I'm like, okay, I need to leave. Like this is, but also I feel like that's a sign like those aren't really your people, and I realize that it's okay. Like I'm like, okay, I'll come out for a little bit, but if I feel uncomfortable, like I'm gonna drive, take my own car, and then I'm gonna leave, say hi, and then, you know, I had my little social outing for the day, for the month, for the year. But no, I feel like it's definitely like, it's always like you meet someone who's extroverted and they're like, let's go. But if you're both introverted, it's kind of like, let's get through this together, let's go out. Again, you kind of just have to push yourself. You have to like, I always say this, like you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable, and you're still going to be uncomfortable. Like no matter what, you're going to be uncomfortable, but it's more uncomfortable to be like so isolated and not like socialize with people, for me anyways. I actually realized that I actually love to talk to people when I get comfortable with them, and I'm like, oh my god, like I actually need this. I'm like, it fills me up when it's like the right people, and I feel like you'll know when you've met your right people, because they're not gonna make you feel like shit. Everyone that I have in my life now, like they fill me up and like with so much love, and I love them, and I feel like it took me so long. Like I'm turning 26, and it took me so many years to like find my people and like actually like have these people that I can see having in my life for the rest of my life, and I'm so grateful for that. But it definitely is one of those things that you kind of have to just push yourself and really just like believe in the timing and all of it, because I genuinely thought I would never like meet my people and like have friends that I can rely on when I do need them. And like you're not going to talk to your friends every day. Like, you're in your 20s, that's just not realistic. But I know when I need them, they are there for me, and they have showed up for me, and it goes both ways. Like, if they need me, I'm there. Like, if they need to pick up the phone, I'm there. We're not really on the phone type of people though, but if they need me and I need them, they will answer. So I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, just put yourself out there, and you will meet your people. But you just have to put yourself out there and just like be open to meeting people, and kind of just have fun. Like, your 20s are for learning. I always say this, and they are a trial. But 20s, it's okay to lose people, and it's okay to meet new people and outgrow people, and you're just going through the motions. You're just going through it, guys. In your 20s, you're really just trying to figure your shit out, which is okay. So the next question is, do you ever feel behind? Oh my God, all the time. Literally all the time, I feel behind. I feel like I go through a spiral at least a couple times a week, being like, what am I doing with my life? And I'm like, is this normal? But I think it is normal, because when I talk to other people, I feel like they don't really know what they're doing either. But guys, I feel like just being a human is just a hard thing to deal with. Especially in your 20s, I feel like also online social media does not help. Like, as someone who is on social media, and obviously I'm like a smaller creator and all that, I see things, and comparison is actually like Joy's thief. Actually, like, there's so much content we are consuming online that and so much comparison, like when we see these people's lives, being like, oh, I should be doing more, I should be like, no, we don't need to be looking at other people's lives and being like, I need to do that, and like that is my purpose, and like this, like that's, I feel like we're watching so many of people's lives that it's like we feel like we're not accomplishing anything, which is not in any way where we're at. I feel like everyone has their own journey, and like we're supposed to be where we're at. Obviously, you have to put in the work for your life, and you can't just expect things to happen, which I feel like that also is like a huge thing now, is like people are like, I don't even know how to explain it. People expect things to just like drop out of the sky and for their life to just be like this. That's not how life works. Yeah, you have to actually put in the work for your life and what you want, and to make your goals happen. I have a love-hate relationship with social media because it has created such a false reality for people. And this is not just like in your daily life, but like also your dating life. Like, there's just so much shit online that we are seeing, and people do not see the behind the scenes of people's lives. And I just think we're watching too many people's lives that we are comparing it constantly and thinking that that is what we need to do. And it's not. I will see things online and then I'll catch myself and I'm like, wait, stop. No. I don't even know how I went down this long rant of, do I feel behind in life? I feel like it's just like, guys, when older people, like when we were younger, used to be like, it's those damn phones. It really is the damn phones. Like I'm online, I'm on my phone. I consume so much of online things in my brain and in my life. Obviously I do it. I'm putting out content, but I also feel like I have a sense of reality and I know when to step away from it. And when I see things online, I'm like, I can't even, like, you can't compare it because it's half the time it's not real. Like, it's honestly so sad to see our generation now being just like, it's just like the phones, like we use it as a sense of comfort, and like, oh my god, my water fell on my laptop. We're just so attached to our phones and I hate it. And I was like saying, like, it's so annoying because even like having conversations now, if someone random talks to you, you're like, oh my god, why did they just talk to me? Because you're not used to people talking to you, because you're used to like being like on your phone, like being attached like this, which is crazy. Like, we don't have normal human interactions anymore, and if we do, we're like, oh my god, don't talk to me. Like, what? That is like, it's crazy to me, and I see it and I've experienced it, and I'm just like, what happened to like just like, saying hi, being like having a conversation with someone in like the grocery store, like, having like, it's just like, now it's like so odd, and like you think like something's wrong with this person. But like I said, I do it myself. I feel like I feel behind because I'm watching everyone online being like moving on with their lives, and like and I'm just like, why am I doing this? Why am I comparing it? and it like that's not real, and my life is my timeline, and like it's what I'm supposed to be doing in this moment. So I have to like put myself in check and be like, okay, no, don't do that. Obviously you're gonna fall to it. I feel like even without social media, you still compare your lives. Like I see all my friends moving on with their lives, like they're in relationships and they're moving out, and they're moving on. Like they're doing things that you would normally do in your 20s, and I feel like I'm just like not doing what like normal 20-year-old, like 20 something year olds do. Like I don't know, I also feel like so behind in life, and just like I'm not where I should be. And I don't know, I feel like we just get through like we just go in a slump, and I feel like that's normal, but I'm constantly feeling like I'm behind, and it's okay to feel behind. That's what I'm telling myself. But it does get frustrating. Like I get really frustrated, and I do get sad, because I'm like, I haven't been in a relationship, and I'm turning 26. I still live at home. I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know. I do feel behind, but then I'm like, okay. It's God's timing. Like what's meant to be will be. And like, also don't put a pressure on yourself to like have a timeline. I feel like when you're younger also, it's kind of like people set expectations for you. Guys, it's set in our mind that life has to be a certain way, and everyone's lives don't work that way. Something could happen tomorrow and it changes our lives, and we don't know where we're going to be. So for me, also, I take my life day by day now, because you really don't know what's going to happen the next day. Obviously, you can plan for the future, but don't set expectations of like, this is when it's going to happen. This is what's going to happen, because we really don't know. Yes, I do feel behind, but I'm trying to trust the process and like be like, okay, this is my timeline. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. And like everything will work out when it's supposed to. But I do feel pressure around me and from myself that I'm like, I need to be further than I am. But I know it's okay that I'm not. It's just, yeah. And I don't know. It's just really, it's complicated. Life is just complicated. Life is hard. And yeah, I'm really trying to be inspirational here, but I'm struggling. It's okay. Live, laugh, love life. Or, I'm just kidding. Kind of, not really. I'm spiraling in my life, but it's okay. Honestly, I feel like we low-key all are spiraling, and we just pretend like we're not. Because when I talk to people about this, they're like, oh, I have no idea what I'm doing in my life. And I'm like, oh, same, me too, great. So we're all just faking it. Amazing. Okay, the next one is how to stay positive and hopeful, especially when you've been single all your life and struggling. Honestly, I don't really know. I feel like every day I have like, guys, you have your good and bad days. This is just in general. I feel like, guys, my dating life is so sad. I feel like it's really hard, especially when you're like in your mid-20s, to stay positive about being single, especially with this generation, you guys. Oh my God. This generation is honestly just like, we're all broken. We're really all broken. And I feel like we've given up on love, and we just like, I don't even know. It's really hard to stay positive when the options out there are, making it hard to be like, am I in my I hate men era? Am I in my optimistic era? Am I in my, I don't even know what era, my single era for the rest of I don't know. Honestly, the one thing that keeps me going is knowing I'm not alone in this, but also it's God's timing, and when things are supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen, and rejection is redirection, and we just, honestly, I don't even know. I don't know how to stay I'm going to be so transparent here. I don't know how to be positive, because I feel like I've been so negative lately with it, and I've been so hard on myself with being single and never been in a relationship. I put so much pressure on myself, thinking that there's something's wrong with me, and that's the reason that I haven't been with someone. I keep saying to myself, this is like God's protection for me, of that I'm like, God knows that I would not be able to deal with a heartbreak. Because I was like, okay, every time I talk to someone and get like kind of interested, and I get invested in someone, but we're not dating, obviously haven't done anything, like, and I'm just like emotionally invested. I think I create too many delusions in my head, which is just not good. But I just get emotionally invested, and then when it doesn't work out, I get so upset and I feel like I'm going through a heartbreak. Obviously, I don't know what that feels like because I've never been with someone, but I think God knows, like, okay, this girl could not handle being, like, having an actual heartbreak, because look how she acts when she's just talking to someone, which is honestly, that's every time I think about that, I'm like, oh my God, that is so true, because I'm literally speaking out over guys that I haven't even dated, and we didn't even kiss, like, and I'm tweaking out over them, and I'm like, okay, if this is how I'm acting over someone I never even dated, what would happen if I was actually dating someone and we broke up? But yeah, I don't think I would be able to handle actual heartbreak. Like, I think I would definitely, like, I'm like, if I crash out now, like, I would, like, I don't even know what would happen. I'm trying to stay positive, but lately I've been negative Nelly, and it's okay sometimes to just be like, what the hell? What the helly? Because that's how I feel right now. It's been a struggle to be positive lately. Like, I see no positives, right? But also I'm like, what am I even saying? When I meet someone and that's my boyfriend, like, I will never be single for the first time again. Does that make sense? Like, I need to enjoy my singles and my 20s. But how much? I'm honestly over it. I'm over being single. Oh my God. See, I told you I've been negative. I'm like, I'm over this. I've been single for so long. Why? You know what? Just don't take my advice for being. But also, you know what? It's okay, guys. It's okay. Obviously, I'm crashing out right now. No, there's honestly so many singles. What? There's so many singles? There is so many single people out there. But there's so many positives about being single. You don't have to worry about no one. Okay, first of all. Second of all, like, I can sleep peacefully knowing that I'm not getting cheated on or played. Like, I don't have to worry about that. I feel like these positives are kind of negatives. I think the right person is out there for us, singles, and we have to be patient. That's what I'm telling myself. Because if I don't tell myself that, I'm going to crash out. Yeah, I don't really have a positive on this right now, other than, I actually don't sleep peacefully. I stay up at night wondering what is wrong with me. Oh my, you think I'm joking, but I'm really not. I stay up at night wondering what is wrong with me and why I've never been in a relationship. But also, do not settle. Know your worth. And I think that is a great positive. It's just like knowing your worth and not wanting to settle and knowing that you deserve what you can give. And I think that's what has made me single for so long, because I know the love I have and the love I want to give someone else. And if I'm not getting that, even like in the talking stage, then I'm not gonna even waste my time and my breath. And that's the thing with this generation. People love to waste time now. Or like, this is how situations and the situationships occur, and like how they're so like common nowadays is because people will, like, you'll meet, go on a date, sleep with each other, and not put a label on it, but like continue to sleep with each other, get to know each other, do things that coupley people do all these things, but then decide later, okay, I'm gonna ghost you. I don't really want to do this. I don't actually want a relationship, and I'm not ready for that commitment. I'm like, how do so many people nowadays have commitment issues? Like, I'm like, okay, I don't know. Like I said, guys, I feel like this whole generation is just so damaged. We all have issues, and we're bringing it on to like relationships now. The thing is, for me, I don't want that. The most important thing for me is that we click, like, mentally, and like that I can vibe with you, and our values are aligned. And that's like the biggest thing. I always say, like, I want that old school type of love, and unfortunately you can't really find it nowadays, because everyone just wants something else. They want the next best thing. They think the grass is greener. And also, social media has made it, people think that they have so many options. You don't. Okay, people think because there's online dating, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's this, there's that all these people are available. No, like, they're not really in your reach. Like, that's so unrealistic. People are seeing too many people online and thinking, okay, I can get with them. I'm not saying you can't, like, you can, but also, what happened to like actual interactions in person? Like, what happened to actually socializing and meeting people? Like, I can't. I feel like people are just so easy to cut people off now without actually fixing the situation. And I think that's like a big faulty that we have. Don't get me wrong. People have like their boundaries and all that, but I feel like we need to be understanding and like realize that everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has their own shit, and like we should be able to deal with them together, because that's like the whole point of like, I feel like a future with someone, you have to like be able to grow and build together. I'm going on a rant because like I can't. Also, my foot keeps falling asleep. Okay, I guess that is it for today. I'm like looking through the questions, and most of them are pretty much the same, which I kind of went through my rants throughout this whole video. But yeah, which is like dating and stuff. And like, when are you gonna get a boyfriend? Hell if I know. I don't know. You're wondering? I'm wondering too. Guys, it is, okay, I always say this. Being single is like a choice, but also it's not by choice. I always say it's by choice because obviously I have people interested in me. Like, there is people interested in me. If I wanted to, sure, I could have a boyfriend, but it's like, am I just gonna get a boyfriend to just have a boyfriend? And like, I don't actually like them. Like, that's so pointless to me. I don't want to just date to date. Like, that's not my vibe. I date to marry. Like, it's always been like that. So that's why I say it's like, it's by choice, because like I've had people ask me out and I've always declined because I just know in my heart, like, they're not for me, and I know that their intentions aren't where I want them to be. Like, it's just like not what I want. So for me, that's how I say it's by choice. And then when I say it's not by choice, whenever I like someone, it's like never reciprocated to the level that it needs to be. And I know that I deserve more. So again, it's like by choice, but not by choice, because I know I deserve more. And I will not settle for someone who is not willing to give me the love that I know I deserve, because when I love someone, I love them. So I always say it's by choice, but it's not by choice, because the ones that I want are just like, and then I see it, I'm like, okay, that was actually like the universe telling me like they were not meant for me. And then that helps me with my closure, and I'm like, okay, I get it. Obviously it sucks, because when you want something to work and it doesn't work out, it feels shitty, and it makes you question like who you are as a person, also like what's wrong with you. But really nothing's wrong with you. You're just like not meant for that person, and they're not meant for you. And again, I feel like that's just God's protection for me, and I just need to really just hold that in. Like, I just need to hold on to that. But yeah, like I said, I guess I could have a way, like, I complain, but it's just like, why would I settle for someone when I know I could have more? And I'm not saying like, it's not like things, it's not things, like, it's not materialist things that I want more. It's like in their heart more. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I understand it in here and like in here, but I don't really know how to explain it. You just know, I feel like you know when someone is meant for you, and you know when someone's not meant for you. Yeah, I feel like that has helped me with like being single and kind of having peace with it. But like, obviously you have your moments, but it's just like, they're not meant for me, and like I deserve the love that I give and more. And so that's kind of like what I say. So like, I'll get a boyfriend when I get a boyfriend. Damn. Don't worry. Y'all will know when I have a man. But that was today's video. We had, guys, you guys always ask me questions about dating, which I love, but also I'm like, your girl is not a dating expert. Like, I don't know anything. I know how to be single. I'm a single expert. I know how to be single. Single 101 by me. I got you. Dating 101? No. Dating? No, I don't do dates. So, but that was today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like me, subscribe down below. Also, if you guys want me to do another one of these, let me know some like suggestions for videos and all that. But I love y'all. Don't forget to love yourself. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace out, scouts. Bye. I'm sweating. These lights are making me hot.